As most people know, Colorado is a beautiful place and nearly 2/3 of the land is open to the public. It holds all kinds of wildlife, including moose, bear, and of course the largest elk herd in the U.S. Elk certainly thrive in Colorado, but that doesn't mean this hunt will be easy. Dad's gonna take the morning off, kind of acclimate to the area, so I'm gonna hunt solo this morning. Woke up in the middle of the night and heard a couple bugles, so maybe it's starting to kick off. I take lots of calls into the woods with me. Not just a bugle tube, a reed, and a diaphragm call, but lots of each. You never know which call a bull will want to respond to.
Dead quiet. It sure makes it heck of a lot easier and more fun when they're bugling.
When the elk quit talking, I decided to head back to camp and check on my dad. Everyone has to adjust to the altitude a little bit, and my dad is no exception. Colorado is a lot higher than Kansas, and as my dad has gotten older, it takes a little bit longer.
Let's see if we can shoot one down low so we don't have such a long pack.
Elk are where you find them. Set up there. Not that far. Just saw an elk. I think it's a bull up there. He's kind of working that way. Why don't you get up to those trees about 20 yards?
Okay.
Find a good opening. I'm gonna drop back this way and call. Try to keep him upwind and coming across it.
I went down the hill to call for my dad, and it didn't take long for a bull to investigate our setup.
Behind that horizontal piece. I can't get to his heart lungs. Come on, a little more. Oh, now he's going the wrong way. Oh, he stopped. There's a cow out in front. So now I got 4 eyes to worry about. I think the wind must have shifted and they moved back up the hill. Well, the next one will be bigger. It was close. Do you have that elk decoy
I got
with
the
you?
decoy, yeah. For future setups on a blind setup, we ought to set it up.
Not setting the decoy up may have penalized us.
Set up. Those bulls are bugling up there. I'll drop back, set the decoy up, and start calling. Okay. Okay. Good luck.
Anytime 2 hunters can work together elk hunting, it will increase your odds. I like the caller to drop back at least 75 yards, maybe set up a decoy, and move around a lot. Elk are noisy in the woods, and a bull coming to investigate expects to hear and/or see something. A decoy can add to the realism of the setup.
He just shot.
High and right. Man, you don't get a lot of opportunities, and I knew how my dad felt. I'm concerned my dad's confidence might be shaken a bit.
I'm gonna head back and oil my gun down and rest my heels and wait for you. And I hope you'll have some great stories and a little blood on your hands.
All right.
Take care. Good luck.
Okay.
After his miss, my dad wanted to go to camp and check his gun. It's tougher to hunt elk solo, but I enjoy it, and maybe I can get it done.
I was. He was 30 yards, maybe 25, broadside, and I didn't have a shot, and he stopped right behind a tree and a log covering the vitals. Cruising up, this is really tough with all this deadfall, which is why he's in here.
After that bull disappeared on me, I kept going up the ridge. There was a lot of rutting activity and lots of bugles. On the other side of the ridge, I found even more elk. There were several bulls, and I hoped I could get set up. If a herd bull didn't come in, I hoped I could get one of the satellites to take an interest. When you're calling elk by yourself, it can help to have a decoy because they pin the caller down so easily. I called from the decoy and moved away from there into a shooting position.
Footsteps on the logs. I think something's coming up over the rise. Antler tips coming up over the rise.
I was pinned down and couldn't call, or the bull would look at me and the gig would be up. He could likely see the decoy, but he wasn't committed. I didn't have a shot until he moved from behind the fallen tree.
He sees the decoy. He sees us. Behind that tree. There it is, on 2 steps. Shot felt good. He just took those last fatal steps. I think we need to go follow up on that blood trail. Pack's on and hopefully find a bull at the end of the red brick road. track here. Oh, he crashed off down this way. We know we kind of went straight down, so we're just going to mark stuff as we find it so we can also track our way back up here. There he is. Nice 5x5. Smells like a bull elk. Fantastic, look at that.
He's got some pretty good mass. He's not a giant, but he is mine, public land, doing it on your own. You can outwit these guys, you've done something. Worst part about this, not only was my dad not here to see it and be a part of it, he's not here to help me quarter this thing up and pack something out tonight. So I guess I'll have to do all the quartering, take out what I can, and then come back tomorrow. Awesome. Dad and I set out the next morning to hopefully fill his tag and to add to the story and make more memories.
Sounded like it was on this ridge, but just down there at 200 yards, right? And I think we had to go back that way a little bit, stay up on the ridge, see if we can get him responding it closer.
Okay.
Our plan was to have my dad set up while I hung back and called. Hopefully we can get it to work one more time.
There they are. It was a shot.
I think we got him.
It worked like a charm.
It did.
You get him, you think?
That was not an accidental fire. I pulled the trigger when I wanted to pull the trigger. Well, let's go see if we can find that dude.
It works for me.
There's the flag right there.
Dad, there's a tan spot up there.
I see him, yep, that's him. That's him.
Marginal.
Well, it's the brow tines that make them legal. It has to be 6 inches or longer and or a 4-point.
Right.
And that's what the division's doing, state of Colorado, is to prevent shooting spikes, those 1.5-year-old bulls.
Right.
So,
You don't think this will make Boone and Crockett?
for mice.
You know how to hurt a guy.
Well, congratulations. Any bull, as far as I'm concerned, the way we do it's a hard-earned bull.
Thanks for your help, pal.
You betcha, my pleasure. After taking pictures and quartering Dad's bull, we spent the rest of the day packing it out and enjoyed the rest of our time together. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end.
Turn out the lights, the party's over.
With coolers full of elk meat, we headed home with memories of a successful hunt. Back at home, we processed the meat with some help from my son. I can't wait for the day that he can join us on an elk hunt and experience the special times a father and son share while hunting together, like my dad and I have done so many times. What a great pure hunting hunt and better memories.